Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream, and of course welcome back to the Infinite Flight World Tour event. Today we're doing leg 2 of the World Tour event, and that will be Amsterdam down to Venice Marco Polo. Should be actually a relatively nice flight here today. I mean, hopefully it's smooth as well. We're looking at a flight time of around 1 hour and 30 minutes at the very most. Maybe we might be able to chop some time off of that, but I'm not too sure. We'll find out, of course, like usual once we're airborne. But yeah, Amsterdam to Venice today for leg 2 of the World Tour event. Super fun. Of course, if you're interested in this event and would like to join, click the link in the description, sign up, and join us today on any server that you wish to join on. Hopefully we have a bit more luck with the beta server today, because that's what we're streaming on, because we need to make a few optimizations and make it the best it can be. And the best way that we can really test the server, right, is by making loads of planes come to it. So that's what we're doing. Welcome everybody to another stream. It's going to be an absolute blast, and it's super nice to be cracking on with the World Tour event. Hopefully you can plow through this at a really nice pace and make great progress. But yeah, we're on the beta server. Come and join us. Pick a server and come and fly with us today down to Venice, covering a total distance of 550 nautical miles. So yeah, it's not too long. Like I said, around 1 hour and 30, probably at the most, unless you receive vectors on arrival. Venice isn't the biggest airport like Amsterdam that we've done for the previous leg, so there could be some. I say could. There will be some delays. Some bold. Write that in bold. There's going to be quite a few delays, I can imagine. These events are usually very busy, so if you are joining, expect delays as always. And most importantly, if you are joining, copy the flight plan. Fly the same route as us. That's the way to do it. Right, let's say some hellos in the chat really quick. The aircraft's pretty much ready to go, so I'm not too fussed about that. I'll say some highs in the chat. Here we go. Right. Southwest 215, JWB, how's it going? Felix, Raffles Aviation, Ansel, good to see you back. Murky Aviation, hello, how's it going? IF Jordan. Who else we got? Chris, Alex LT, Enthusiastic Aviation, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Gonzo, good to see you here. David009, Jeremy, who else? Broke Aviator. It's good names, good names. That's what happens if you're a pilot. Unknown Astro, Jinko, welcome. Tyler, Dustin, and Abdul, welcome to the stream. I won't say hello to everybody because we'll be here for absolutely ages, and of course we do want to crack on with this flight before it gets too busy and before anything happens to the server. Right, so let's just do it. Let's quickly tune into the ATIS. I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be anyway. I think it's 18 center and maybe another runway, 27 for departures. We'll be using 18 center today, 18 center. Quickly tune to the ATIS anyway, so that we can get up to speed on that. In case we miss anything, of course, it wouldn't be good if we did. Hattie, what's up? Welcome back to another stream. Good to see you. Who else have we got? Samuel AR, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? How's the audio, by the way? I mean, I personally can't hear the ATIS. That's great. That's a great start. I'm pretty sure I know what the ATIS is anyway. So what I'm going to do is I mean, we've been listening to it about 1,000,001 times here. So I'll tune into ground and request taxi to let's have a look. Specific 18 center. Right, we're gonna go ahead and start our engines. Fire on the beacon light. Fire up engine 1. Of course, if you are joining us on the beta server today, then if we do run into any issues, then just be aware that it's not normal, but, you know, the server's being optimized and tested as we speak. So if we do run into any issues, that's exactly why. But let's hope not. Let's hope not. We're flying to Venice today. Audio's good. Lovely stuff. Very quickly, before we do set off, UA Aviation will start. Welcome to the stream. The cruise speed for today will be 0.78, maybe 0.79. We'll see how things are once we're up there. And the cruising altitude that I'll be going to is 35,000 feet. Of course, you're welcome to go to a different altitude. Just make sure you maintain adequate space in between other aircraft. But yeah, there we go. Engine 1 is up and running. We'll fire up engine 2 then. Ground is offline. Might be a controller change or something. I'm not too sure. Have a little bit of patience with ATC. They might have some issues on their end as well to do with connection and whatnot. But again, massive props to ATC. The previous event was an absolute blast. And ATC tried their absolute best. And you all done a fantastic job. Well done to all of you. Air traffic controllers. Jason, welcome to the stream. Right. We've received taxi clearance, so we're going to start our taxi. We use about, I would say, we don't even really need trim, because we're very, very light again today. For the majority of the World Tour event, we're going to be pretty light, so let's just leave the trim pretty much untouched. We'll leave it at like 5 at the very most, because on the previous flight, we absolutely rocketed into the air, which was slightly awkward. So, flaps, 5. We'll make a right-hand turn here. And hold short of the runway. I don't know about you, but I really like the 757. It's one of the reasons why I picked it as well for this event. It's a very nice plane. Obviously, it's the absolute perfect, the ideal candidate to fly around the entire world because of its capabilities. But in addition to that, it's such a nice aeroplane. I might be one of the only ones that thinks that, but it's a pretty cool plane. I like it. Camera's locked. There we go. We'll switch it to that one. Yeah, JWB said shout out to the ATC of EHAM and Venice. Aviation Flight Academy, welcome to the stream. Hattie's there to our left. We'll do a giveaway in today's stream as well, of course. We'll aim to do that in like every single stream of the World Tour. Of course, some of them will be like bigger than others, like merchandise and all that cool stuff. So it's all exciting. Make a left turn here, swing it to the left, drift it round the corner. I'm going to try and do a nice takeoff today. Have a look how busy the server is once we're airborne. There we go then. We'll just hold behind Hattie here. Slow down just a pinch. I think they've actually got... Oh, they've got takeoff clearance. Nice. Okay. Right, over to tower. Request departure. 18 center, departing... We're initially going east, so we'll say east. Stay on the line. Oh, we're staying on the line, don't you worry. Hold short of 18 center. No problemo. We'll hold short. Do exactly that. Southwest 2115 said, Dan, later I've got to do leg 1 and tomorrow I'm going to do leg 2. That's not a problem at all. I mean, it's great to hear that you're, of course, doing it as well. If you wish to join the World Tour event and it's not quite aligning with your time zone or personal schedule, then, of course, you're always welcome to follow along on the event at your own pace, your own convenience. It's entirely up to you. You don't have to fly during the event hours. Of course, the event hours are ideal because that's where you get all of the traffic and all of the fun and the streams like this, for example. But again, you could fly the entire World Tour whenever you want to. You could do it in like 5 days if you really wanted to. Maybe I don't know if you could do it in 5, I'm not too sure, but Aviator Dude, what's up? Welcome. I think there's parallel departures going on at the moment as well. There we go, line up and wait, 18 center. Let's do it then. We'll line up. We'll also throw our strobes and landing lights on as Hattie speeds down the runway. I'm not going to use as much power on takeoff today because I really don't think it's needed. I'm not quite sure how much we'll use, but we'll just roll with it. We'll wing it and see what happens. Is there a giveaway? Yes, there will be a giveaway. Not now, but like later on in the stream, there'll be a giveaway, of course. All right, let's quickly calibrate then. It's lucky I did because I completely forgot to do that before taxiing. That would have been embarrassing. We'll line up. Plenty of runway available. Let's see if we can land nice and smooth today as well, because in the previous stream that landing was a dream. Okay then. There we go. Number 4. Not number 4, sorry. 18 center cliff takeoff. Cool, let's do it. We're ready to rock and roll. We've lined up on the runway. Quickly calibrate again, and away we go. I don't know how much N1 we should use. We'll just roll with it. We'll go with like that much. That'll be fine. We'll go with 83%. It's quite windy actually, so remember to use rudder and a bit of aileron on departure. There's 100 knots. 120. Start to pull back now. Using just a little bit of rudder. Okay, there we go. That was much better. That was so much better. Right, there we go. Gears coming up. Fly straight out for now. We could have done with a bit more trim, if I'm honest. Maybe use 10% trim if you're waiting for departure. 10 to 15, maybe. Climbing at 15 degrees. Pitch down to 10 in just a moment. Slowly let go of the rudder here. And there we go. We'll pitch down to 10 degrees. Autopilot. That's heading on for now. Let's have a look at the flight plan real quick. So we need to activate the next leg. And we'll join the flight plan shortly. Yeah, that was a much better takeoff than the previous one. We've really rocketed. You really underestimate how much power the 757 has. So, well, when you do have 2 747 engines slapped on the wing. There we go. Right, send and switch. Don't believe we have a center frequency, so we can just tune out of tower. Thank you very much, Mr. Beast 6000. Let's keep our speed at this. We'll keep it around 230 just at the moment here. Turn on LNAV now. Let's just keep our eyes peeled because we've got an aircraft just to our left. It's just taken off. Let's increase our climb rate here, so that we remain a bit clear of them at least. We're very close. Oh, this is going to be a close call. I am so sorry. Quick, go, 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 go. Go up, up, up. That's what planes do. They go up. It says go up. Ooh, ooh, look at a 330. This is kind of cool though. Well, I mean, it's fine. I think we're high enough. Let's just watch our speed here. A bit carried away there. Oh, we're close. Oh, we're close. We're really close. That's fine though. Like 2,000 feet above, so there we go. Look at this. There we go. Whoa, they're right below us. Oopsie. Wow, the attendance is amazing again. To those of you who are just joining, of course, what I would say is expect delays as always. It's looking very busy down there, and I can imagine it's quite busy across all servers. I'll take a look here on my end very quickly. I mean, I've got all servers up on live flight, and it looks absolutely amazing. The expert server is looking good as well. If you're looking for a little bit less traffic, then the expert server, the normal server, might be for you. Training server is actually looking nice and busy as well, so pretty nice turnout for the second leg. Thank you all very much for joining. Of course, I'll read the chat in just a moment. Almost at 10,000, so we'll speed up. 280 in just a moment. There it is, landing lights are coming off. I actually don't need the APU, I don't know why that's still running. Let's have a look then. Let's pitch down then. Let that speed increase. Haddy, 8 miles ahead. Speedbird Heavy is 3 miles, 17,000. Watch out for them. Right, there's 280 then. We'll hold it there just for the moment. And we'll increase the climb rate again. We'll climb at around 3,200 at the moment. And then we'll gradually start to reduce that. There we go. Right, there we go. So we're cruising, almost. The autopilot, what I'm trying to say there is the autopilot's doing everything for us. So let's have a look then. Let's have a look. If you've got any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat, whatever. Let's see what's going on, though. What airport are we going to? Unknown Astro. We're going to Venice in Italy. Italy is the next stop. Hi, Finland too. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Haddy's going 280 to 29,000. Then also cruise speed. Haddy, the cruise speed is 0.78. So 280, I would say, yeah, 280 to 29,000, then increase to 0.78. Maybe I should take it from Rotterdam. It's impossible to move. Yeah, it's very busy. It's very busy. It's very busy. Gonzo, the 7.5s between 7.8 and 8.2. So you pick and choose between those. Probably go to 7.9. How do you go to 0.79? We'll meet in the middle. The Simulation Geek, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I have Finland. Our flight time for today will be around 1 hour and 30, maybe a bit less. Check back shortly. I'll be able to give you an update on the actual flight time once we're at cruise. And the time until the TOD. The Simulation Geek is going to be IF80T at Venice. Lovely, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. JWB said, which leg or area are you most excited for? It's actually a really good question. Let me have a look here. Let me pull up the map. I think it's going to be... Hold on. I need to pull up the map on my end. Forget some of the routes sometimes. There's a lot of routes. I need to even refresh myself on this. We're just going with it. Right. I think. Actually, no. Here we go. Right. I'm most excited for the States. I think the flight across, a vast amount of ocean would be fun. And then once we reach Canada and then cross the States, especially Chicago O'Hare. I'm most excited for that. We can't say, obviously, that Chicago is going to be released by the time we reach it. It might very well be because it's almost done. But if it isn't, we'll just preview it anyway. We'll fly into it as a 3D airport. I think the States will be nice. Going through to South America. Yeah, Haddy, I guess that'd be the airport you're excited for. It's funny because when when we were planning the world tour, we were trying to include as many 3D airports as we could, and at the time, it was your airport was a work in progress. So I was like, oh, will it be finished? And it is. So there we go. Good job. I'm excited to check it out for the first time. 2,500 feet per minute. There we go. Right. Let's see. Flight time at the moment is saying, 1 hour and 13. It's going to be far shorter than expected, so that's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Lee's Aviation's here, what's up? I haven't flown an infinite flight for ages, hope my grade hasn't dropped too far. Going to have to do some touch and goes, Lee. Crack on with the touch and goes. Is there going to be a long haul for this world tour? Alvin, there will not be a world tour, a long haul for the world tour. The majority of the routes are short haul, with a couple being sort of medium haul flights. Oliver, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, a few of the airports along the route are going to be quite interesting, if we're honest. Due to the volume of traffic, like for example Kathmandu, where else? We've got Bali. What other airport have we got which is really small? Fiji. They're all actually really small airports, and of course the airports are going to vary. The problem is, especially like Fiji, for example, is a major like sort of stop. It's a connection, so I don't think the 757 can fly directly from Australia straight to Vancouver. So we had to stop somewhere, so we stopped at Fiji, then Honolulu, and then to Vancouver. So there's a couple of stops along the way, but some of the stops are going to be relatively small airports. So apologies in advance about that. Of course, if you are flying to those airports, we recommend either flying out of event hours, so there's no traffic, or if you are flying during event hours, then just simply expect delays. Travel the Caribbean 2009, what's up? I'm doing good, how are you? Increase our speed to 0.79 shortly. First time flying with you whilst watching the stream. Thanks for having me along with you. No worries at all. Dustin, thank you so much for tuning in and attending this event. Appreciate it. Dominic, we're cruising at flight level 350, 35,000 feet. Then you're going to do a monthly info giveaway. Yes, we'll do a month sub at some point in the stream. Oh, actually, this is a really good talking point whilst we're here. I'm not too sure if all of you have, of course, seen the main thread and the update that we posted this morning. But we've made a change to how the World Tour is actually going to work in terms of announcing the routes. So we initially said that we'd announce the next set of routes every single Monday. That's not the case anymore, so please erase that from your memory. We're no longer going to announce the routes every Monday. Instead, we're going to announce the routes every Sunday. That gives you a bit of extra time to plan for the week ahead. Because, for example, today, announcing this route this morning might have been a bit too short notice for some people. So, yeah, we're going to announce every Sunday the next set of routes. So, spread the word, spread the word. Ben Hall said, no ATC on the training server in Venice. That's unfortunate to hear. Of course, if anyone wants to control Venice or attempt to control Venice on the training server, then you're more than welcome to. ATC isn't always guaranteed during events, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Right, let's speed up then. Reduce that vertical speed. Almost at our cruising altitude. We're going to go to 0.79. I didn't see your takeoff. Was it a rusty NASA rocket takeoff? Oliver, it wasn't, no. It was actually nice. I learned from the mistake last time. It was a relatively decent rotation out of 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟. Venice is a very small airport in real life for commercial flights. I've been there. Yeah, same. It's actually, I really like at Venice. You know, it's a pretty cool place, and the airport's really nice. There's some nice food in there as well. Some nice sandwiches. I got 3 of them because they were that good, but they were quite small. I couldn't help myself. It was tempting. Yeah, it was like a panini crossed with a sandwich. I don't know. Right, here we go then. We have just reached 35,000 feet. It's saying that we have exactly 1 hour and 1 minute until we arrive at Venice. It might be a bit longer than that if there are delays upon arrival. But it's saying 40 minutes until we reach our TOD. So not too bad at all. It's going to be nice. It's a pretty nice flight time. Let's do this view. I like this one. I always like a view like this. Aren't they the same? No, a panini and a sandwich is completely different. I would say so. Not sure if anyone would agree there, but I don't think a sandwich is the same. You can't eat sandwiches in infinite flight, though. Sorry, yeah, we'll make that a feature.
Wind 200 at 4. Runway 18 center. Cleared for takeoff. Amsterdam Schiphol Tower. India Zulu uniform Mike India. Ready for departure at runway 18 center. Departing east. Shamrock 664.
Dan, would you like the Concorde to be added to infinite flight? Oliver, I saw this question that you asked this about 1 million times in the previous stream, and I did answer. Yeah, I think I said I think it would be cool. It would be cool.
Frequency change approved. Echo X-ray 10.
Drew, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Welcome back. I, Finland, forgot F-16s existed in infinite flight. Legacy aircrafts. Legacy aircrafts. Let's have a look. Here, real quick. What I'll do is I'll set up. Well, actually, no. What I won't. I'm going to click on all servers and just check the attendance for this. Just put my LED bar was spazzing out then. Across all servers, it's amazing again. Really, really cool to see. Mariano, the progress with Chicago O'Hare, it's nice, smooth sailing. Of course, it's made no progress since the new year because myself and Chris have been taking that time to relax and not edit and just chill out, basically. But yeah, it's pretty much almost done. All that's left is 2D work. Not too much of it either, so hopefully it can be released soon. We won't say exactly when. We won't promise a date so that we don't disappoint you. We don't like to disappoint. But yeah, I mean, I'm currently struggling for time, if I'm honest with you. I'm very, very busy at the moment. I can't see myself editing very much. Chris, on the other hand, I'm sure will have plenty of time, and maybe we could get another editor to come and help out with the final portion of Chicago O'Hare. So we'll see. Give it a quick boost.
Cleared for takeoff. Papa Tango Alpha Tango Whiskey. Disregard last message.
Frequency change approved. 12 Kilo Juliet Papa Oscar. Good day.
Papa Romeo Papa Alpha Alpha Super. Wind 200 at 4.
Yeah, let's tune out. I'm still in contact with Tower. We don't want to be on that frequency.
Frequency change approved. Good day.
Plane in front of us, pretty close. Can't currently see because, of course, there's escorts in front, so it's just like. Let's have a look on the map. Yeah, there is a plane actually really close. Welling 149 BA. Keep my eyes peeled for that. Ben, welcome to the stream. Ben has a question. Hey Dan, what device are you using to play Infinite Flight? This is a 2018 iPad Pro. That's the streaming device that we use. Love the sound of these engines. Yeah, they are pretty nice. They are pretty nice. I think this is what makes the 757 the 757. This is why I like it so much in Infinite Flight. It sounds good. It looks good. It handles good. If you're used to it, I know it can be quite difficult. But it's overall a nice plane. It's a really nice plane. Driving Studio, welcome to the stream. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Dan, have you ever managed to land in the touchdown zone yet? Yes, I did actually. I did a flight from London Heathrow to Miami a week or two ago. I managed to land in the touchdown zone, so I was happy with that. You know, having said that though, I always land in the touchdown zone. You know, the big white blocks. Yeah. Just like research it. The touchdown zone is actually relatively large, and if you overshoot it, then you have to go around. That's what the dashed white lines are. Dan, do you play Nintendo? I haven't played on a Nintendo now, since I was very, very small. Very, very small. I think I still have my Nintendo, but I do not use it, and I don't have like a Switch or anything like that. It doesn't really interest me. But there we go. Couldn't find the answer to this on the forum. If you're in cruise and flying straight towards another plane at the same altitude and heading, what do you do? In the grand scheme of things, it's not too much of a problem. If you're AFK, for example, when you fly through an aircraft, it's completely unintentional. If you want to, if you see it and you want to avoid it, then I would recommend climbing or descending or even turning away from the aircraft. The easiest thing to do, I guess, is just climb or descend. Dan, how is the ground crew work? Baller Michael, I do not do ground crew anymore. Hey Dan, do you watch your takeoffs and landings replays, takeoff and landing replays on all of your flights? Just see how you were doing. Yeah, Jason, I always watch my replays, like even on the flights that I just do in my spare time. It's always satisfying to go back on, more so for the landing. I'm not too interested in the takeoff, unless it just feels like it was a really good takeoff. I'll watch the takeoff, but I always watch my landings. It's nice. It's fun to do. Are you going to do another landing using your instruments, like in the Southwest flight? I don't know. Maybe. It depends. The 757 is quite challenging to land, so I think I'd much prefer to have visual on the runway every time we land this plane. But if we, like, for example, there's more flash flights coming, maybe on a flash flight we can do something like that and take the world tour a bit more seriously. What do you do now? Full time here at Infinite Flight. There we go. Boom. Do you have any screenshots you can show us? Not really. I don't really take screenshots, if I'm totally honest, in Infinite Flight. The only screenshots that I take are ones for thumbnails, like the one on this stream, and like social media bits, flash flight thumbnails and whatnot. I did just see the upside down escort. Was that IF Finland that was just doing that? Or was it Southwest 215? Pretty sure it was IF Finland. No? 33 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up the giveaway ahead of time so that we can just get that done. Hold on. Nightbot. Let's have a look. Giveaways. Oh, Southwest 2115 was the upside down airplane had to break away. Ah, okay. Where did you take off from to get to your destination? We're flying from Amsterdam to Venice today. It's Amsterdam to Venice. Keyword giveaway, and the keyword, let me think of one. We'll do like a quiz. We'll do like a quiz one again. We'll do a quiz. There we go. But I won't tell you just yet what it is. Looking on live flight right now. Looks so cool. It's just a massive trail of planes across the sky. Do you think Infinite Flight will be launched on other platforms other than mobile in the future? Probably not. I'm not too sure though. I can't really speak too much on that because I don't really deal with any of that stuff. Hey Dan, are you using an iPad to play Infinite Flight? Yes. Just out of curiosity, will you be streaming the longer legs of the tour, especially the ones over the Pacific? No. it's very, very unlikely that we'll be streaming those routes. It would be nice to, but the likelihood of that happening is quite slim, unfortunately. Another reason why we've kept the routes relatively short across the entire event, so that we can pick and choose what ones we want to stream without worrying about the flight time being too long. That's why you'll notice the majority of them around that 2-hour sort of mark. No, I hate the quiz ones. Where's Ted? Ted is asleep, as always, doing dog things, you know. What's your location in the game right now? Let's have a look. We'll zoom out and have a look at the map. We are right here. Right here. Anshul in with another question here. Are we looking at about 2 streams a week, roughly, or is it just depending on your schedule? Yeah, Anshul, so it's entirely... it just depends on my schedule. It really, really does. It'd be nice to, of course, stream every route. It's not very practical, though, and, of course, we have to keep other official events in mind, like flash flights, wacky racings, which we'll try to do more of, community events, all of these things that need to align perfectly with one another so that they don't overlap or, you know, any problems occur. There's no set amount of routes that we're going to stream. If one day I'm free and I'm like, oh hey, I can actually stream this one, then we'll just stream it. But yeah, do not expect every single leg to be streamed. Dan, why did you pause the stream when going from the replay modes, the flight into the replay mode? Is there things for Infinite Flight staff only? Yeah, it's precisely that. So on the home screen, there are simply things that we don't want to share with you at the moment. So, yeah, that's exactly why. Originally, actually, the original reason why we used to pause and transition through the home screen to essentially hide something from you was the scenery editor, when it was like a secret and it was like, you know, very on the low. That was the main and the initial reason why we introduced that transition. We do another DCA River Visual Landing soon. Potentially, yeah. I mean, if it works in our favour that the IFATC schedule aligns with that, then we could do another event like that one. Yeah. The thing is, we try to you know, really spice up the events and not be too repetitive. We try to fly in different areas or different routes at least every single time around, so that we don't repeat routes. Didn't get the start of the stream. How did the server hold up? The server was absolutely fine. The server's been amazing this time around. It seems to be holding up absolutely fine. Cam did a little bit of work, especially when it was sort of crashing on the previous stream. Cam had a look into it. You know, it's been tweaked, to say the least. And this is exactly what the beta server's for, optimization, so we can eventually merge it with the actual expert server. Dan, what does a typical week look like for you? Gonzo, it's actually a nice question. Something I don't really usually talk about. A usual week for me, I mean, a usual week used to look like Monday to Friday. Of course, Liv, if you don't know who Liv is, she's my partner, has recently started working at Virgin Atlantic, which means her availability has shifted entirely, because she's maybe in America one day, the next day she's in India, the next day she's in South Africa. I don't know, right? But the point I'm trying to make here is she's away quite a lot of the times, that when she returns home, she could return home, for example, on a Wednesday and a Thursday, when I used to, of course, be working. So I'd now, my work schedule was just very all over the place, simply for this reason. But a typical work day for me would be, or a typical day in general with work included would be wake up, breakfast, chill out, start work midday, maybe create some events, do some scheduling, do some planning, TikToks, various social media bits. Then it would be, let's say we're streaming that day as well, like today, it would then be a stream. I'd then log the data from the stream, sort out giveaway winners, wrap up the day, turn everything off, go have dinner, then go spend time with Liv, chill out for the evening, go to bed, wake up, do the same the next day. I enjoy it very much. It's nice. Have you watched the new Avatar movie? No, I haven't. I don't intend to either. It doesn't really interest me. The first one was way too long, so is this one. It's just not my. It's not my vibe. It's not my vibe. Start work midday. Yeah. So I usually sort of start at around 12, maybe 11. Whatever, really. And the reason for that being is because the peak time to stream is in the evening, afternoon/evening. So that's why I choose to work midday through to the evening, because it just works better with my schedule. Hello Dan, how are you? It's amazing to see how far Infinite Flight has come. It is indeed. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here, Ellis. Dan, I've applied to become a scenery editor. Does it matter that I only have a tablet? Nope, that's absolutely fine. Editing from a tablet is, of course, preferred anyway. A second device is, of course, nice to have, so that you can refer to satellite imagery, for example, and 3D imagery like on Google Earth for just referencing. Bye Aviation, what's up? Welcome. How many times will you stream this week for the World Tour? Good question. This is the last stream for the World Tour this week. The rest of the routes will not be streamed. The next planned route that will be streamed, at the moment, it's TBD. It should be... Let me see if I can... oh, maybe not. Maybe I haven't... think next Thursday, I think. Austin Morgan, Dan, I'm fairly new to Infinite Flight. What is your role with the app? Welcome, by the way, to the stream. I can very quickly describe what my role is here. So, hello, I'm Dan. I essentially focus on community engagement, so that'll be some stuff behind the scenes, but for the most part, the bits that you see are events, such as this one, flash flights, and all the other events that we do, community work like featuring community events, reaching out to creators and featuring the awesome events which you guys create in the community. Social media, creating visuals like for events and these streams, for example, and TikToks. I also run the TikTok account. And some other dribs and drabs behind the scenes you don't really see. A lot of it's like scheduling and whatnot to, of course, make everything line up and work perfectly. Another quick question. Do you have or do you want to get a PPL? I've got 15 hours towards my private pilot's license, although at the moment it's currently paused due to the cost shooting up per hour. Is the iPad the only device that you use to play Infinite Flight? No, I have two other iPads. One that I don't really use, and an iPhone which I'd occasionally just mess around on. Why don't you play on the training server? Solely because we would like the streams to be as professional as possible. Streaming on the training server just isn't really an option because that wouldn't really happen there. The only time that we'd stream on a server that doesn't really have any rules would be the casual server. So if you aren't, of course, able to join in on the actual stream itself, then not to worry. Once in a while, we'll do a wacky racing and stream those. "22 minutes till the TOD. 21 minutes till the TOD. Yes, Gonzo. JWV, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care. See you in the next one. Let's take a photo of the massive trail of aircraft. Again, attendance is incredible today. It looks amazing. How long is the flight? Kraken Gamer. Not too long. We've only got 42 minutes left, which is about 20 minutes till the TOD. So before you know it, we're descending over the Alps and landing very shortly into Venice. You should upload the live flight Congo line on the Infinite Flight store. Yeah, actually, do you know what? Let me see if I can quickly grab a screenshot of the huge line here. Maybe we can share it on Twitter or something. That looks so cool. Amsterdam right now is looking very busy still. Very, very busy. Dan, is the Infinite flight in real time? No, not today. I don't really fly during real time, if I'm honest. Missed out on a lot of the chat there. Let me just focus on that for just a moment. What's your flight setup? Sorry for the streamers. My flight setup is very basic. For streaming, of course, it's quite big. iPads, you know, all the streaming equipment, monitors with computer, whatever. But my usual Infinite Flight setup is just an iPad. I don't use anything third party. I don't use anything. I just fly. I just grab my device and I just go. You like to see the takeoff so early. I literally waited for 30 minutes. 30 minutes isn't too bad. Isn't too bad. There's been occasions where users have been waiting for at least an hour to depart. I think one of them was from London Heathrow. Heathrow just gets incredibly busy. I'm not too sure. It's actually interesting to see, and I wonder if it's to do with like the layouts of certain airports. Of course, that is a factor, but when you have an airport that big, can it really get that congested? Like, it's, you know what I mean. What layout works best? Amsterdam in this case. It looks like everybody's airborne at the moment. Is there a giveaway today, Dan? Yes, we'll do a giveaway in 7 minutes' time. 7 minutes. Victor, welcome to the stream. Gonzo, the TOD would be exactly the same. Because the distance to a certain altitude within the star would be the same. So you'd probably descend at the same descent rate. I didn't code the physics for infinite flight, so I'm not too sure. Sorry. Reese, my call sign is Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. It's a unique one. Besides the lag, what's the actual difference between the expert and expert beta? You'll find out soon once all of the optimizations have been made. I'm sure Cam will communicate when this merge happens, what's actually happened. So just stay tuned for that. Which car do you have? I have a Ford Fiesta. I'm looking to buy an Audi A3 at the minute. The S3 would be nice, but it's just the A3 Sport just looks the same, minus the performance, and it saves quite a bit of money. Expert beta becoming an even more realistic server. I mean, I'm not sure. Dan, what features do you have that the public don't have? I would absolutely love to talk about this. I can't really speak too much about it because, I mean, obviously, as a staff member, we have extra buttons, which is fun. Like one of those buttons being, you can just send yourself to space if you really want to. It's really random stuff. There's obviously stuff that's useful, but there are some random buttons as well. There's a majority of the buttons I don't really touch because they're nothing to do with me and I have no clue what I'm doing. But yeah, there's some cool buttons. Hassan, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Do you know some of the 3D airports that will be released in the next update? Felix, good question. I actually don't know. Apologies for that. And even if we did know, in all honesty, we wouldn't communicate that until release day. And we don't have the space launch button. Why? Because it's not functional. It's just a very random button. Mostly for Laura. Is the Challenger going to be ready before QC 2023? I mean, this is the stuff that, like, if there are any questions relative to development and stuff that's going to come out, I simply just will not answer the question because I can't. I would love to be able to communicate this stuff, and I would love to be able to give you a set date when things are coming out, but things don't have a set date. We've communicated this in the past why we don't set release dates publicly. I can touch on it very quickly. It's because if we run into any last-minute issues that need fixing and changing, and the update doesn't come when you expect it to, then everyone will be disappointed, and we don't want to do that. So that's why we say it will come when it's ready. Do you know any of the next liveries that will be released in the next update? I'm not too sure. I mean, I know of liveries which are being worked on, like, for example, the Virgin Atlantic A330 Neo livery. But I don't know what will come, and I don't know if any will come in the next update, so just stay tuned for that. 2 minutes, we'll start doing the giveaway. Simon Webber, a member for 13 months. Status with 23.1. Again, a question that I can't answer, but thank you so much for being a channel member for 13 months. You've got some cool wings there next to your name. Do the fighter jets disturb you? Not really. Escorts, of course, more than welcome, and I'm more than happy to have escorts fly around me as long as it's not for trolling purposes. Have you seen the new Avatar movie? No, I haven't. No. What's the weather like in the UK? Good question. It's a bit sort of all over the place at the minute, actually. Some days it's actually really nice, and others it's just awful. Today is okay. It's just a bit overcast. It's not the best. Where I am, anyway. What's your favourite place or plane, sorry, that you've travelled on in real life? Definitely the A380. 100% the A380. How long before we start our TOD? 10 minutes until we begin our descent. Felix, welcome to First Officer. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member and supporting the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. Just quickly, if anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, you can find the link in the description. All revenue generated by channel memberships is donated to the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. So your money's going to a good cause, basically. Every single penny is redirected there. So that's something that you would like to consider, then just click the link, find out more about it, and then you can, I guess, make a decision. Aviator Doob said it's raining up in Manchester. Does it cost money to become a member? Yes. Not too much at all, but yes. Channel memberships on YouTube cost money. Let's have a look around while he's going on. There we go. Let's get a nice view from the back here. We'll be going over the Alps soon. They're just in front of us. You can just see them there. Let's see then. It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time. Right, we'll do a quiz then. A quiz to enter the giveaway. And this is for a month of Infinite Flight Pro. Right. Here we go. And very quickly, before we start the giveaway, I would like to say, if you are entering the giveaway, please just hold tight, be a little bit patient, and don't quit the stream until the giveaway ends, because if you're not here to claim the prize, then we'll have to give it to somebody else. Right, okay, with that being said, here we go then. What is the IATA code for Venice? What is the IATA code for Venice? All you have to do is type it in the chat. Vienna, okay. That's the IATA codes. Got two codes in aviation, the ICAO and IATA. We're asking for the IATA code today. 10 entries so far, 11, 12. It's going up now. The IATA code, to simplify it and make it a bit easier, is the 3-letter code, not the 4. There we go, they're rolling in now. Lewis, the question is, what is the IATA code for Venice, our destination airport today? The prize is a month to Infinite Flight Pro. Everyone searched it up without shame. Yeah, I guessed. Yeah, I guessed. It happens. Here are the Alps then. Let's set our VNAV because we'll be going down soon. 47 miles till we reach the top of descent, which is about 6 minutes time. We've got 27 minutes until we arrive. We'll leave the giveaway rolling until the aircraft starts to descend. So you've got 5 minutes to enter the giveaway. If you are entering, do not click off the stream, because if you win it and you're not here to claim it, we'll give it to somebody else. If you haven't entered the giveaway and you're wondering what the question is, all you have to do is type the answer in the chat to this question. What is the IATA code for Venice, our destination airport? 38 entries so far. 38. 39 now. Uh, 41. How many entries now? 41. It's 42. It's sort of hanging about in the 40s. Dan is the absolute man, no doubt. Thanks, I guess. I'll take that as a compliment. 3% chance of winning. Yeah, the chance is low, of course. But it's always fun to do. And who knows, you could be the winner. Could be the winner. 3 minutes then till we'll roll it. Not too long. It's your last chance to enter the giveaway. Whilst we're soaring the Alps here. It's a flash flight we did once. Soaring the Alps. I think that was Zurich to Venice. Coincidentally, with the A220, Swiss 220. .0001% chance to win. Who knows? You could be the winner. You could be the winner. One thing I will say in advance, whilst you're waiting a few minutes then before we close the giveaway, is that if you do win the prize, then we need to get in touch with you some way or another. Preferably on the Infinite Flight Community Forum. If you haven't got an account on the forum, you can check that out with the link in the description, or you can go to community.infiniteflight.com and create a free forum account where we can get in touch with you. The way it works is that if you do win, we'll just ask for your forum name and we'll literally just type it into our system and get in contact with you straight through that. Alternatively, if you don't have an account on there and you don't wish to create an account on there, we can get in touch on Instagram, for example, or Discord. So there's a couple of options available. YouTube doesn't let you leave an email in the chat. We're getting destroyed with another 757 here. YouTube doesn't let you type emails in the chat, so that's not an option for us. Everyone's quit saying the arts now, so let's go ahead and roll it early. Yeah, it looks like a... I don't know if it's AFK. It seems to be sort of floating around all over the place. Let's have a look. Nope, they're active. Please, just an on-guard warning. Keep adequate separation, please. Right, okay then. Let's roll it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner of this giveaway is, drumroll, Skyfly Infinite. Congratulations on winning a month to Infinite Flight Pro. Are you still here? Please say yes. If you are, just say yes, hello, I won. And then we can go from there. Of course, don't worry if you haven't won, because there's plenty more opportunities to win a month sub, maybe a 12-month sub, merchandise, you know, some pretty cool things, so... Yes, hello. Okay, Skyflight Infinite. Well, congratulations on winning a month to Infinite Flight Pro. I'd imagine, just by looking at your YouTube name and your profile photo here, that you have an account on the forum. If you do, then could you leave your Infinite Flight Community Forum username in the chat now for us, please? We're just about to descend. Almost there. Waiting for the comment to appear here now. There we go. Listening to Laren at 4,000 feet. Do we have a... No, we don't have approach or sensor. Skyflight Infinite, are you still here? What show are you currently watching? None. I don't really watch TV shows, if I'm honest. Liv and I, we're both film people, movie people. So we just scroll through Netflix or whatever, Disney, and see what there is. Skyflight Infinite. Are you still here? I remember the battle between me and Graydon. Yeah, I do. I do, yeah. Maybe Skyflight Infinite is creating a forum account. Over the Alps, so look at these. Ah, right, yeah, yes, I'm sending. Okay, awesome. There we go. Not quite a re-roll. Almost, but the internet is not doing so well over here. Okay, no worries. Look at the Alps. It's always a cool place to fly over. Go right over the top of them. There's Venice just over there. Two 757s right behind you. Yeah, very quickly. So I would just like to say, if you are flying with us on the expert server beta today, then just be cautious. If you're flying too close to other aircraft and you don't maintain adequate separation, then ATC are likely to give you a violation, and I wouldn't really want that to happen. So if you're really, really close behind me, then please consider, or you know, you're purposely flying through me or whatever, just consider not doing that and slowing down, because otherwise you'll get a violation. There we go. Okay. Right. Skyflight Infinite, thank you so much for providing us with your name there. Expect a message on the community forum either today or tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry, or the next day. Today or Wednesday. Send you a subscription. That's the end of the giveaway. Let's get YouTube up here. We've got the channel members ready to shout out. How many flying hours do you have in Infinite Flight? I don't actually know. I think it's over 2,000. Right, let's have a look. How do you know that someone's AFK or online? If you go on the map and then click on their name, it'll tell you whether they're active or how long ago they were active. Dan, how many monitors do you have? I have 2 monitors. I have 2 MSI 27-inch curved monitors. Looks bumpy. Yeah, it's a little bit turbulent up here. Flying over the mountains, so you can always expect a little bit of turbulence. Sad I've not won a giveaway ever since I've been joining the stream since the start of 2022. Sorry to hear that, Oliver. Your luck might come one day. So just sit tight, be patient. You could win. You do the world tour on the training server, Hassan. Not for the streams or the official, the actual event hours. We will not lead them in the training server. Of course, you're welcome to follow along on any server that you wish to follow on, but the staff won't be flying on the training server or casual server. How much are those monitors, if you don't mind me asking? Mercury Aviation, good question. I honestly can't quite remember, because I built this setup sort of during lockdown. I think they were, yeah, they were like, I think they were like over £270 per monitor, or like 3 something. I'm not sure. It was like around that region. It was around that region. Does Mark still work for Infinite Flight? He doesn't, no. Chris, he doesn't. Still going down to 4,000 then. Keep our eyes peeled for 10,000 feet so that we can slow down to 250. It shows that your landing gear are down on my screen. Is that a bug? Yeah, it sounds like one. Sounds like one. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. Alina said, what made you play Infinite Flight? For me, like, I started playing Infinite Flight when it was released back in the day, purely because at the time I was really young and I couldn't get a computer, I couldn't get any of the flight simulators on there at the time, and I had a little iPad, right? And I was like, well, I want to fly planes, so I was searching the App Store for flight simulators, which I'm pretty sure everybody here has actually done, and that's how I found Infinite Flight, and I haven't quit since. Landing gears down so he doesn't forget it. Yeah, Gonzo. That's it. That's exactly it. He remembers the old Infinite Flight Nokia Windows phone. Yeah, that was a long time ago. He remembers the C172 on SFO Runway 19. Yeah. Okay, Infinite Post said, what do you think was the biggest update of your favorite update of Infinite Flight? I think the two biggest updates were Global, definitely. Global, without a doubt, has been one of the biggest updates. Global, and 21. I think it was 21.1, where, you know, airports started to become 3D. Those are my two favorites, and I think the two biggest updates. KNUC was most popular with the E190s. Yes, that's a classic, Gonzo. That's a classic. How can I add SIDS and stars to my flight plan? It's very easy. All you have to do is click on an airport on the map and then click on procedures in the bottom right hand corner. Yeah, I'll show you. We'll click on Venice, tap on it, procedures in the bottom right down here, and then you can select your arrival, departure, arrival, or approach. Easy as that. Do you have any flights planned for the Challenger 350? I don't. I actually don't. I think personally I'll mostly use the Challenger. I mean, obviously it's a private jet, so I don't have any flights planned. I'm not really too big of a fan on like executive travel anyway. Like, it doesn't appeal to me. If I could fly privately, best believe I would. Then it would appeal to me. But because I don't really do it, and I've never really, you know, done that sort of stuff in flight sims, I have no planned routes. I'm sure I'll just fly some random custom route, but I prefer to fly airline-specific routes and routes that are the same as the ones in real life, just for realism. Dan, are you going to be watching the first ever satellite launch from the UK? Oliver, I would love to. When is that, actually? I saw that a little while back. Is that soon? I'm pretty sure it's soon. For those that aren't aware, Jason needs a new loading screen to post. Oh, sorry, to post your best screenshots under the thread in Discord. There we go, said Anshul. Head over to Discord and post your best screenshot for a chance for it to be the Infinite Flight loading screen. Oh, it's tonight? The satellite's tonight? Where's it being launched? Is it like Cornwall or something? Is it actually being like launched above Cornwall? Or is it like anywhere specific, like maybe over the ocean? I'm not too sure. Where is it? Where's it happening? It's being launched from the Virgin 747, isn't it? Slow down to 250. Nice. There we go. Ah, there's approach. Lovely stuff. Venezia approach, request approach. Oh, look! The F-16 was doing some weird stuff there. Let's see, want to land 4 right on the ILS. Oh, it's being released over the Bay of Biscay.
Charlie Fox.
That's a shame. It would have been cool to be over the UK and to watch it. Taken off from Cornwall, then being released over the Bay of Biscay. Okay.
Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 8,000. Delta Zulu Uniform India Quebec.
Roger. Air Canada 491 Victor Alpha. Air Portugal 199
Been playing for a while. Talk to you, but I have to say I love the content. I love to watch you all the time. You make me happy. I'm glad to hear that, Matty. Glad to hear that.
Turn right heading 130. Roger.
22:45 tonight.
Turn right heading 130. Dutch Bird 2474.
Dutch Bird 2474. Do not exceed 210 knots. Dutch Bird 2474. Correction. Stand by. Dutch Bird 2474. Reduce speed to...
There we go. There's 250 then.
Itero
250 at 13,000.
heading 090.
Slowed down maybe a bit early, but there we go. There's a TUI right there.
Descend and maintain 8,000.
There's a TUI on top
Itero 250.
of us.
Descend
Yes.
and maintain
Okay.
2,000. Anatolia 66. Lufthansa 324. Continue as far.
Shout out to 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟𝗏 05 for controlling approach.
Roger. Lufthansa 324. Roger. Air Portugal 199 Tango Papa. Indonesia 1 India Delta. Turn right heading 170. Descend and maintain 9,000.
General 101 is 6 nautical miles west of Asiago Romeo at 15,200 feet. Requesting visual approach any runway at Venezia.
Oscar
Doesn't look like the autopilot's on for the TUI in front.
maintain 11,000.
If you could please maintain adequate separate.
Maintain 10,000.
Speaking of the devil,
1655.
guys, if you're flying with us, if you could just maintain separation with other aircraft, that'll make things easier for pilots and ATC, and it keeps things professional. If you want to fly like this, then I would recommend going to the training or casual server.
Missed approach. Turn left heading 250. Climb and maintain 3,000. General 101. Continue as far. Expect the Isles approach runway.
Ben, you say you live in a house, but it's a set and you live under a rock like Patrick. That's exactly. I do live under a rock. I do.
Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie India. Turn right heading 010.
We all know the 787 is the king of wing flex. Yeah, the 787 looks so cool. They have a lot of wing flex actually. Let's have a look at the map whilst we're here. Looking on live flight right now, all the traffic seems to be approaching. There's still traffic at Venice, Amsterdam, but the traffic approaching Venice now is just absolutely insane. Like, it looks mental.
0 knots until 6 mile final. Mike Alpha Romeo Charlie India.
Itero 250.
Yeah, this may be the beta server, but it's still the expert server. All the rules are still applied, so please do adhere to them.
Turn left heading 050. Indonesia 1 India Delta.
Turn right heading 250. Delta Zulu Uniform India Quebec. Melodia 1375 is 9 nautical miles east of Carpi at 20,300 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 4 right at Venezia.
India Sierra Sierra Alpha. Turn left heading 070. Descend and maintain 4,000. Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared on
12,000.
4 right approach. Speed for 2874. Continue as far.
There we go. The airport's just there to our left.
Runway 4 right at Venetia. Itero 250. Do not exceed 210.
We'll be there in 11 minutes time, providing we don't get vectors. So I'm sure it won't happen at this rate because we were told to continue as filed unless things change.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. India Sierra Sierra.
Common commenter is looking forward to the reworked A380. So am I. I'm actually really excited for that one. It will definitely be my favourite long-haul aircraft, 100%. I really like the A380. I really, really do. I think it's a cool plane. A lot of people don't like it. You know, there's a lot of mixed opinions on it, but it's a a massive plane. How can you not like such a big plane?
Stand
It's just
by.
cool.
Delta Zulu Uniform India Quebec. Turn left heading 140. Delta Zulu Uniform.
Hi Dan, how long will it take? How long will what take? The flight's only going to take another 10 minutes.
Golf Bravo Uniform Charlie Kilo is 7 nautical miles west of Asiago Romeo.
When the A380 gets reworked, I think that'll undoubtedly be my favourite aircraft in the entire sim.
Venezia.
I think that'll top it for me.
Foxtrot Hotel Echo Yankee.
Itero Descendant maintain 4000. Descendant maintain 4000.
We'll turn the landing lights on.
Hetero 250.
Descend and maintain 4000. General 1655.
There we go.
Dutch bird 2474. Turn left heading 07.
The A380 is definitely one of a kind.
Maintain 4000.
Then I'm assuming as a private jet releasing, more private jet airports will be released. I can imagine alongside the Challenger 350, some smaller executive private airports will come with it. But that's not guaranteed. Obviously, it's not going to be coming anytime soon. So we'll see. Is Rhodes already ready for release? It isn't. Rhodes isn't ready for release. I still need to touch on that. These smaller airports that I was originally working on before Chicago O'Hare, I need to go back and just tweak before they're ready for release. They're literally almost ready to go. So I have quite a few of them that are pretty much ready to rock and roll. So
Uniform India, Quebec.
be sure to get those up to speed. A wacky racing event with a Challenger 350 sounds like a plan. That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Power on 120.2.
Wasn't Luton being worked on? Yes, that's the least of my priorities though at the moment. That's the absolute least.
Turn left heading 070. Descendant maintain 6000.
Turn left heading 100. Descend and maintain 7000. Ruling 149 Bravo Alpha.
Hetero 250. Turn left heading 090. Descendant maintain 3000. Turn left heading 090. Descendant maintain 3000. Hetero 250.
Here we go then.
Sierra Uniform India, India, India. Continue as far. Expect the Isles approach runway 4 right.
Look how many aircraft are within,
Roger. Sierra Uniform India, India, India.
like, not even, like within like 100 meters of us, if that.
Descendant maintain 4000.
Imagine a wacky racing with A380. That also sounds like a lot of fun. These are things that we can, of course, always do.
Turn left heading 050. Descendant maintain 9000.
Indonesia approach, Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa, with you at 32,900.
Echo X-ray 108 is 9 nautical
If this is a bid just to be on camera or around me, I totally understand it. I get the drive to fly right next to a staff member in Infinite Flight. But for this part, if everybody could just maintain some separation for the arrival and of course the approach, then that would be greatly appreciated.
India, Quebec.
Roger, Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa.
General 1655. Turn left heading
Because without a doubt, I'm convinced that you're going to get violations.
1655. Venezia approach. November 757 Bravo Echo. With you at 27,900.
Air Andorra 006. Turn left
IFHC violation button going crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Turn left heading 020. Descend and maintain 8000. Inter Yankee Romeo Fox.
Wacky racing with the A380 on the expert server. That'd be chaotic. That wouldn't end well.
3000. Maintain 3000 until established.
Dan, quick question. As a staff member, do you get early access to aircraft before the public? Yeah, of course. All of the stuff prior to release, we get it for testing and whatnot.
Maintain 8500. General 101.
What's this? What did ATC just say?
Turn left heading
Turn left, 0 to 0, this is the maintain 7000. Okay.
Delta Alpha November.
Dwelling 149 Bravo Alpha. Turn right heading 130.
When did that come through?
November 757 Bravo Echo is 8 nautical miles east of Trento at 25,200 feet. Requesting visual approach runway 4 left.
Give me
at
20 seconds to
Venezia.
respond.
Unable. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Alpha Alpha.
Do you remember when everybody got a violation for departing from Stockholm? Yes, I do remember that, IF Finland. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. It wasn't fun. I actually got disconnected from the server, which was funny.
3000 until established on the localizer. Clear those runway 4 right approach.
Turn left heading 350. Climb and maintain 9,000. General 101.
Dwelling 149 Bravo Alpha. Descend and maintain.
What aircraft do you fly the most in Infinite Flight? I think I mostly fly... I mean, the 757's up there. The aircraft that I mostly fly would be the... I would say the 777.
Continue as far. Expect the Isles approach runway 4 right Indonesia.
Delta Alpha Bravo Fox
Indonesia 1 India Delta. Turn left heading
Let's have a look and see what's going on then with all of the aircraft arriving here. Getting sent all over the place because it's super, super busy.
Descendant maintain 3000.
Super busy.
India
say it'll be on the ground within the next 10 minutes at the very most. But yeah, there's holding patterns now. Everybody's sort of going all over the place, so just make sure you adhere to ATC instructions and be fully cooperative with them so that you don't receive a violation.
Turn left heading 020. Maintain 7000.
Turn right heading 120. Descend and maintain 5000. Oscar Yankee Golf Romeo November.
Do you remember your aerobatic violation on stream? I don't actually remember that. When was that? When you guys have created 3D Airport, how does it all come together before being finalized for release? So we have a team of reviewers that essentially review airports to the standard that they need to be before they get released to the public. Airports go through, so essentially scenery editors can build the airports, follow the tutorials and the user guide, the scenery editor manual to build it as it needs to be, and then it can be uploaded so that it's ready for review. Once it's been reviewed and the final changes have been made from the reviewers, then it will be considered ready for release pretty much. The longest flight that I've done was Sydney to Gran Canaria, which was around 23.5 hours. Pretty much a whole day.
Requesting ILS approach any runway at Venezia.
Contacting the user tower on 120.2, matrix 187 heavy.
Turn left heading 360. Climb and maintain 5000. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Alpha Alpha.
Air Portugal 199 Tango Papa. Descend and maintain 8000.
Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra is 4 nautical miles.
Let's see then, there's aircraft all over the place. Just get an understanding of what's going on then.
Requesting visual approach any runway at
Seems like we're going to be doing like an S pattern.
Turn left heading 040. Descend and maintain 3000.
Airport's looking busy already.
Turn left heading 020.
Got an aircraft to our right, 900 feet above, currently descending.
Bravo Alpha. Turn left heading 070. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the Locaranda. Clear nose runway 4 right approach. Lufthansa 324. Please follow in Alpha Victor Delta.
There we go, turn right 120, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4000. Indonesia 1 India Delta. Request frequency change.
Let's turn off VNAV and turn right to 120.
Turn right heading 120. Descend and maintain 5000. Indonesia 1 India Delta. Contact Indonesia
Keep it at 250 knots for now.
Contacting Indonesia Tower on 120.2. Indonesia 1 India Delta.
Golf Charlie Alpha.
How do we park? Venice Airport isn't too big. It's a really good question. So with regards to Venice, of course, there aren't going to be enough spaces to cater for all of the arrivals. So when... Alright, reduce speed to 210. Let's slow down. When you land and you park up at Venice, please don't hog a gate. Don't hang around for too long. Shut down your aircraft and then just despawn and back out and, view it XP or whatever. Then I guess view the rest of the stream. It's entirely up to you. Just so that the other arriving aircraft have a place to park. Otherwise, it's going to get very, very busy down there. I know when we land, we'll literally park up, turn the engines off, fire the airplane, turn the airplane off, and then just end it there. Back out, and that's it, and we'll be finished.
Venezia approach. India Zulu uniform Mike India. With you at 80,200.
Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra. Turn right heading 0.
How long would you say it'd take to do the entire world tour at once? Well, at the moment on the forum, it says 85. We calculated 85 hours for the entire world tour event, but that's with patterns like this, for example, taken into account, and other small factors like wind and stuff that you can't really plan for ahead of time. So we added a few extra hours on solely for those reasons. But around, you could probably do it in around 80 hours
Sierra Bravo Sierra.
without flying during event hours, that is.
Air Canada 491 Victor Alpha. Turn right heading 220. Descend and maintain 4000.
Roger. India Zulu uniform Mike India.
Turn right heading 220. Descend and maintain.
We'll get told to turn right soon, I can imagine.
Canada 491 Victor Alpha.
Turn right heading 040. Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra.
Echo Charlie India Kilo Papa. Turn left heading 010. Descend and maintain 6000.
Yeah, the World Tour event is roughly going to take around 2 months to complete, maybe just over that. Purely because we need to manage this event alongside other official events and community events. Right, there we go. Turn to 220. At the very most, there'll be 5 flights per week. It's 5 flights per week at the very most. One thing to note, though, of course, if you are just tuning in and you didn't hear me say this at the start of the stream, we've currently changed how we announce the next set of routes. Initially, we communicated that we'd announce the next set of routes every Monday. We've changed that now. We'll now officially announce the next set of routes for the World Tour event every single Sunday. Every Sunday. So note that down, spread the word, and tell others that are joining the event just so that they're aware. So keep your eyes peeled on our social media and the official thread every Sunday. You see the airport just down there? Actually, this was the second airport that I built in Infinite Flight. Quite a while back now. A long, long time ago. Looks like an escort or something went wild there. Go ahead and tune the ILS for right. Set nav 1. Start dropping the flaps soon as well. Increase the trim to around 10%. It's not looking too busy on the ground at the moment, so there's plenty of parking spaces available. So yeah, it's going to be a big S looking pattern. ATC are doing an amazing job on approach. Something I definitely couldn't do. Gonzo is on final with an A320. Imagine the lag if you were to turn your airplane count to max stand. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, staff can render in up to 200 airplanes at once, and honestly, it's not fun. It gets very, very laggy. It's not ideal. This iPad doesn't like it. Turn left 130, descend and maintain 3,000 feet. And then down 1,000 feet. Let's have a look. There's a lot of aircraft right now, a lot of inbound traffic coming from literally all directions. The map here, planes everywhere. You speed 180 knots. Roger that. Let's start slowing down. Yeah, we need to maintain spacing now with Felix up ahead. 191 ground speed. I'll start introducing some flaps here. We'll land with the HUD again today. I'm feeling it. 190. I'm going to slow down a bit more than that. They're going 189 ground speed. We want to pretty much match that, so we'll go to 170 for now. Almost there. Almost there. You can see Oh, I accidentally touched the rudder. You can see, oh, there we go. Turn left, 070, descend and maintain 3000 till established on the localizer. Clear approach. Cool. So let's turn to 070. Set nav to nav 1. And get ready to land. Felix, I see you just up ahead. Likewise, hopefully you have a nice smooth landing. There we go then. It's the final view that we'll land in. Let's turn the APPR on for now. And we'll disconnect that soon. For this part, I'm going to go sterile cockpit and, of course, focus on the landing itself. Send and switch over to tower. Call inbound, landing on the ILS. All right. Yes, JWB, the giveaway's already done. Right, let's start slowing down. Go to 150 now. Number 3, 4 right, clear to land. See Venice just down there. The floating city. Rohan on tower. Again, thank you so much. Big thank you to the controllers controlling EHAM, Amsterdam and Venice today. Appreciate it very, very much. Not sure what the 777 is doing just in front of us there. Go 140 and continue. Still 4 miles ahead. Flaps 25.
Venezia Tower, Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra is 5 nautical miles to the southwest at 1,300 feet. Inbound for landing. Echo X-ray 108. Request frequency change. Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra.
Gear down. Won't do gear just yet.
Runway 4 left. Clear to land. Number 1. Clear to land. Runway 4 left. Golf Juliet Sierra.
11.8 nautical miles away yet, so. Or, no, we're not. Let's activate this leg. 8 miles away. We'll drop it soon.
280,009. Hold short of runway 4 left.
Holding short runway 4 left. 280,009.
Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra. Please check assigned runway. Wilco. Echo X-ray 108.
Oh, I think 4 left is also being used for arrivals as well. Maybe that's where the 777's going.
Runway 4 left. Echo X-ray 108.
Use full flaps today. So 135. We'll drop the gear when we get near the bridge that connects the island with mainland.
Echo X-ray 108. Contact Venezia ground on 121.7. Contacting Venezia ground on 121.7.
Okay, disconnecting the autopilot.
Echo X-ray 108.
15% trim. Bit more maybe.
Alitalia 378. Frequency change
Just
approved.
20%.
Good day.
Frequency change approved. Alitalia 378. Good day.
Air Canada 491 Victor Alpha. When able, turn left.
Drop the gear in just a moment.
Runway 4 left. Please expedite.
Wilco. Air Canada 491 Victor Alpha.
Here we go then. Time to focus.
Navy 009. Line up and wait runway
Winds are
4
very calm, only 3 knots.
Wait runway full left. To wavy 009.
Air Canada 491 Victor Alpha. Cross runway 4 left.
Crossing runway full left. Air Canada 491 Victor Alpha.
Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra. When able, turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco. Golf Juliet Sierra Bravo Sierra.
Let's watch our speed. Landing lights. There we go. Runway lights, sorry.
Lufthansa 095.
7 knot headwind.
Runway 4 right. Clear to land. 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗟𝗏 009. Wind 3107. Runway 4 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway full left. To wavy 009.
200.
Venezia Tower. Emirates 341 Heavy. Ready for departure at runway 4 left.
100.
Departing straight out.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Emirates 341 Heavy. Line up and wait runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left. Emirates
And we're
341
down.
Heavy.
First thrust. Slow down nice and quick. That was good.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Turn left here. That was a nice landing.
Cross runway 4 left and contact ground.
There we go. Turn left here.
Air Portugal 199 Tango.
What a good way to end the second leg with a nice smooth landing again.
Number 2. Clear to land. Runway Air Portugal
Cross runway 4 left and contact ground. Okay, so we've got clearance to directly cross the runway without stopping. Let's get rid of the spoilers. Flaps can come up in just a moment. That's why I like the 757. Such a nice plane. Crossing the runway. Flaps can come up. Trim can go to neutral. APU can be fired up. Lights can now be turned off. And we'll contact ground and request taxi to parking. Taxi to parking at your discretion.
taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Let's do it then. Welcome to Venice, everybody. That's leg 2 of the Infinite Flight World Tour complete. Good luck with all of your landings. Wishing you the best whilst we taxi to parking here. Do that as quick as we can.
Venezia ground. Matrix 187 heavy. Ready to taxi with information Bravo.
Matrix 187 heavy. Taxi to runway
Without wobbling the airplane too much. The only thing with the 757 is it's quite a tall airplane, so if you steer it too fast on the ground, it tilts quite a bit. Quite easily tip over.
Ready to push back with information Bravo. Air Portugal 126. Hold position. Holding position. Air Portugal 126. Air Portugal 126. Hold position.
We'll shut off one of the engines now whilst we taxi. We'll turn off engine 2.
Air Portugal 126.
A lot of traffic. Look in the background at all the dots flying around. It's been a while since I've flown to this airport. It's looking good. It's looking nice. Good to see some traffic here as well.
5 Hotel Sierra Alpha Tango. Push back approved. Expect runway
just taxiing at a pretty much a remote stand here. There's no need to. I mean, we're pretty much a private flight, right? So we won't go to the passenger terminal. Hello, Dan. I'm back. How was your landing? Fire Finland. Rewind it and have a look for yourself. It's a brilliant landing. Dan searching for a gate. No, I know exactly what gate we're going to go to. Don't worry. Right to the end.
I'm sorry, Matrix 187 Heavy.
And here on the right.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Thank you. Good day.
So thank you. Good day to ATC in just a moment when we come to a complete stop.
Matrix 187 Heavy. Expect progressive taxi instructions. Matrix 187 Heavy. Make 180.
And we will stop right there. There we go then. Right, let's shut down the aeroplane. Engine 2 can be turned off. Thank you. Good day to ATC, the simulation geek. Thank you so much for controlling ground here at Venice. Good job to all of the controllers today. You've done amazing, and I'm sure you've done exactly the same across the other expert server as well. And hopefully on the training server some of you received some ACC service as well. Right, okay then, beacon light can be turned off. Let's have a look. The door can be attached. We won't attach the turn the ground to connect the ground power. We don't need the cargo services because we're not carrying any cargo. A private flight. Everything can be carried in the cabin basically, besides our Ferrari, which is in the hold. Right, okay, what we'll do then is we will end the flight in just a moment so that, of course, somebody else can park in this spot because the airport's going to get relatively crowded. We'll watch the landing and then we'll wrap up the stream. So let's pause the stream here real quick and we'll be back in literally 10 seconds or so.
Matrix 187.
Here we go then.
Air Portugal 199 Tango Papa.
Let's have a look.
Cross runway 4 left. Please expedite. Crossing runway 4 left. Air Portugal 199 Tango Papa.
How was that for everyone who's enjoyed leg 2 of the World Tour? Hopefully you have. Hopefully it's been pretty smooth for you so far. And apologies, of course, for the delays. That's just expected during the event hours. If you don't want these delays, then I'd highly recommend flying outside or just before the event hours, or maybe even just after, so you catch the tail end of the traffic. But hopefully it's been nice. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's good fun, of course. It's nice to have a different sort of event as well. It's really, really nice. Nice and fresh. Right, here. Let's watch the landing. In fact, let's watch the takeoff. Let's see how the takeoff was this time around. Let's just fast forward just a bit too far.
Frequency Papa Romeo Papa Alpha Alpha Super. Avoid sending duplicate messages.
Let's have a look. There's a nice slow rotation. Pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Oh, yeah, that was nice. Okay, good, good. Nice takeoff. I like it. Right, let's watch the landing.
Frequency change approved KLM 1655. Good day. Venezia Tower, Emirates 341
Here we go.
Heavy. Ready for departure at runway 4 left. Departing straight out.
Landing as another aircraft takes off.
Emirates 341 Heavy. Line up and wait runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left. Emirates
Nice.
341 Heavy.
Good job, Dan. Pat on the back. That was a good one. Not as good as the previous flight, but still, that was a nice, smooth landing. Let's watch it again from here. And very quickly, we'll give a shout out to our captains and superfans, who are Lucas, Jess Lee, Captain Sky Marshal, Simon Weber, Dark Serpent Gaming, Grab, Not Cabinet, Jinko, Chris Wing, Adam, Nick Masterson, Tyler Flake. Let's watch the landing real quick. Wait for it. Yes, just perfect. Gonzo, Fonzo 47, Aviator Griff, Eli, Butter Zero, Josh K, Golf Hotel, Alpha Zulu Bravo, and Crazy B. Whoa! With that being said, that is officially leg 2 complete. Enjoy the rest of the event. Of course, if you are still flying, I wish you a very smooth landing into Venice. We can't wait to fly with you on leg 3. So, of course, make sure you plug that into your calendar. Go check out the thread on the forum. Links in the description, and make sure you're there for that one. It won't be streamed, but it'll still be just as fun, and it will be Venice to Athens. See you there. Take care, everyone. Keep the dirty side down. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.